Hi, welcome back. Now today I've been thinking about shelving. Got a big open space here. Initially I was going to put the shelving up this side, but then I thought we've got quite a deep sink going on there and it kind of restricts, you know, your reach to the top of the shelf. This one's much smaller, the shelf. You get much closer and we can get much higher. So I'm now looking at this side for some shelving. And when I was doing my duties this morning with the chickens, I realised I've got some brackets I've had for quite some time and they might just be suitable. So let's go outside and take a look at those. Could work. Now the only thing with these shelves is that they've got, I think, 4 or 5 arms. I don't really need that many shelves and it could be that they're too close together. It's just these ones here. My initial thought was that wouldn't be suitable. But then looking at it, and that one's a little bit twisted, I might have to straighten it out. What about if I put them on that way and just used, you know, across there for the shelf? Got 3 of those, so that would work. So instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves on their side like that, we've got 3 of those. They could work. Sometimes you've just got to look at things differently, haven't you? Sure, I can straighten that out. Right, let's get these over there and just offer them up, see what they look like. Again, using what I've got. It is good when you upcycle and repurpose things. It's not just got to be a trendy thing, is it? It's about using what you've got. Will it look authentic? Yeah, certainly got the age to it, isn't it? Right, let's get these in. So they're going to need to be cleaned up. A little bit higher. Yep, I'll reach up there. It really depends on what I plan to store up there and keep. I think the top shelf will be the least amount used items, maybe some display stuff up there, and then the lower levels we've got this big shelf here, and another one there, lots of space across the worktop, some over here, so we're not short of storage and display shelving. Let's think about some fixings as well. How am I going to finish them? How deep are they? Will one of our planks fit? Maybe, maybe not. Let's do some measurements. Now the plan was in this video, I've loaded the trailer up with some stuff to go to the landfill, the shettery, checked online, yeah it's open, got there, no it's shut. So I kind of threw everything off because after that I was going to get some materials, but I can't until I get the trailer empty. So it was, you know, plan B type of thing. Okay, so these are not quite wide enough, but I say they're not wide enough. What about if I don't come right to the edge, and then that way I could always hang something off of them as well, couldn't I? Have a look. I think first let's get them fixed roughly where I need them to go, and we'll take it from there. I'll use the centre of this unit here, this cupboard, strike a line up, and that'll be the centre for these. Centre. Let's find my other spirit level. This is okay for small work. Does that look in the centre? Yes, it does. Probably going to use some threaded bolts for this. That's the beauty of using really thick planking, you know, we haven't got to find a stud behind it to fix to. Now, I dropped this set the other day, it went everywhere. Oh, I'm not looking forward to putting this back together. So it makes things a little bit more exciting now, trying to find, that was a good guess, the right socket. Yeah, here we go. Nice big washer. What you can do is just start it off so you're not struggling too much. I think it's pushed right up. The other way around, it kind of, you know, didn't go right back. I've just got to recenter this actually. I've just had another fault. Maybe if I have two on this level, and the other one I've got outside, in the centre, further up, with just display stuff, this is more user friendly. I think that'd be a better idea actually. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there, aren't we? Just wanted to show you, you know, the design process. I could cut all that out and make out I got it right first time, but it's not often the case. It's how you end up, it's not how you start. And then I've got the option to leave these projecting out from the front, or I could put another piece on there, a bit like that, give me a deeper shelf. Making the most of what I've got. That just about finishes flush there. Pick up that detailing, which I think is rather unique. Colour code the bolts as well. So yeah, that's a possibility. Now it's for top shelf to go up. Let's take this outside, see if I can straighten it. Easy, feeling strong. Looks like I'm getting low on materials. I think what I'll do, I'll go and get a few unpolished pieces down of copper that I plan to display there. Just see what it looks like. Get a feel for it then. Same with this shelf as well. That's just for example, maybe something different. Probably line up all my pots across there, maybe my pans across there, and then maybe the more usable everyday stuff along there. Could get quite a fair bit across there actually. Maybe some jelly moulds. You know, as well as selling these copper items, there'll be some available in my website shop, welcometoshaunsworld.com. I've got a vast collection that is my personal collection that I've been keeping for this cottage and our kitchen when I renovate that one. Now what about colour choice on that wall? Still undecided. Let's just offer a few of them up against the copper. It's hard to tell because they're just small samples, but you just get a feel of how it could be. Maybe the shelves themselves in that lighter colour, maybe a knocked down colour of that, maybe some white. Probably, so you can see the grey, maybe water it right down like it's a wash on there, and then pick up different areas with the darker blue. Maybe lower down. You know, it's quite a busy area, isn't it, the kitchen? Although it's fairly simple in its creation, you need it to flow and function correctly because you're going to be doing the same thing time in, time out. So if you get it wrong at the beginning, yeah, it's not going to be too great going forward. But I'm pretty sure I'm getting somewhere where I need to be with it. It's compact, but it's very usable. You know, this isn't a huge space, although, you know, for 2 to 3 people, there's adequate space here, you know, it's not that small. It's just about how you lay it out, isn't it, and how you use it. Now initially, I was going to move that over to that side. I think that'll be okay there now. I'll maybe raise it up slightly. And again, we've got some storage on the top shelf there, and some really nice little hooks actually. Look at the craftsmanship in that. You know, this is probably late 17, early 1800s. Now when it comes to the sink, I'm thinking about the taps. Now, a while back I thought about coming behind the panelling and just popping out the front, but kind of changing the way I'm looking at this area now. I do like to see the copper pipes exposed and surface mounted. It's the same way as I'm going to go with the lighting. I'm going to start using conduit and surface mounted instead of hiding all the cables. You know, this, when it was used as a workshop, that's what it had in here. It had all surface mounted conduit pipes. So yeah, I'm probably going to go for a very utilitarian look of just brass taps on there, copper pipes, surface mounted, so you can see what you're getting. I don't really like the idea of any piping behind the walls. I want to be able to see it all, make sure it's not leaking. Now I really would have loved to have had an open fire in here, but it's just not practical. You know, I'm not sure how good the inside upper level of the chimney is. I know I've had to do major reworkings upstairs, so can't really take the chance with an open fire in here. Once it's got the wood burner in and the sealed flue going all the way up to the top, that's a much safer option. I would have loved to have done some open fire cooking. I can still do some casseroles and that on top of the wood burner, you know, in some cast iron pots. Oh yeah, that'd be great. So yes, I am inching forward with getting where I need to be in the kitchen. I'll be working on that area soon, once I get me boarding and some timbers to start framing out. I've got some cupboard doors, nice oak cupboard doors to go across there. Like I say, we'll conceal the fridge underneath there, and the gas bottle will go that side. That's pretty much the bones of it. Yes, my French dream cottage is slowly coming together. Now, have you ever thought about moving to France? Well, if you have, please check out my son's channel. Now, he's got a property channel called The French Property Guide. He takes you through all the processes of moving over here, what to look for, the pitfalls, and some of the legal processes you have to go through. He's there to assist. He's got a great website, so check out his link in the description. Well, that is it for this video. I need to go to the déchetterie and then to the builders merchants, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.